So I was connected to the 33-year-old, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's cool. And I can say on your new video, there's something similar that kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of that video, the stakes rose like crazy. And I didn't anticipate that.
Yeah, I have so much to say there. It's like, you know, I used to be a big fan of like simplicity, like keep the challenges as simple as possible. I was like, you know, 200, some of these videos, 300, 400 million people are gonna watch it. Like, it's a lot of people. I gotta like make this stuff as simple as possible. Or like, you know, some of these 400 million people just aren't gonna understand it. They're just not, you know, is what I used to believe. But in that video, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna throw my preconceived notions out the windows. Like these like challenges, if they vote for them, I'm gonna make them a little more complicated. I'm gonna add some more like things that you have to like flick your brain on to like really comprehend. And like, you know, the last challenge, like, you know, when I'm filming it, I'm like, oh, man, I just don't see how like everyone actually understands what's going on. Like the whole like, you know, 2 briefcases, one has 500,000, one doesn't, no one looks in it. And then one person looks and then they decide if they swap. Like that is one of the more complicated things I've done. And so after we filmed it, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh man, I don't know. But I like grabbed that, I had them edit that clip and I just went to like 40 people, you know, from all ages. And I was just like, watch this and tell me if you get it. And all 40 of them were like, yeah, that made sense. I understand it. And like, as long as they were actually paying attention, it made perfect sense, you know? And I was like, oh. And then I was like, okay. And then my nerves calmed down and I uploaded the video. And instead of people being like, I'm lost or I don't understand the ending, everyone's like, oh my gosh, the ending was like, oh, that was so cool. It was like
really one of the best.
It was so thought provoking. I was so grabbed. And so like, it changed my perspective. Like, I actually think I can have more complicated stuff.